Help stop the pollution. The beach is the #1 place where people tend to leave their trash, especially after holidays and spring break. I thought it was a good idea to talk about beach pollution just because some people just have their spring break and some people are going on spring break. Now, I am personally from Daytona Beach area, so I've spent 90% of my life going to the beach every day, when it's nice weather out. And it has broken my heart and has saddened me to see what our beach looks like after a huge wave of people have come on their spring break partying up on the beach. And it is just like horrible to see. And the people who call the beach their home, like I did, I lived on the beach, it was just like horrible to see that some people's backyard. Beach pollution comes from solid wastes, which is like plastic, rubber, metals, foam, and that can come from paper plates, plastic bags, plastic forks and knives, even just like cigarette butts or foam coolers, which people tend to always bring with them when they want to go eat on the beach or something, which is perfectly fine, but clean up after yourself after. Also, sewage treatment plants cause polluted beaches, which sewage treatment plants produces sewage sludge, which contains bacteria, viruses, chemicals, and overabundance of nutrients, which actually can harm your health without even knowing it. You can go in the water and it can be so polluted without even knowing it. And in the studies that I looked up, 70% of people in the past 5 years have gotten severely ill from swimming in the ocean, which they thought was perfectly fine, but it tends to be very polluted and has affected their health, which is pretty scary. It makes me not want to go in the water anymore. Majority of beach closings from the past 5 years also are due to indications of high levels of harmful microorganisms found in untreated or partially treated sewage. Now, that is kind of hard for us to control, like the sewage, but like I said, the main thing is, do your part and clean up your trash that you have control over. Beach pollution can come from a variety of places, and it is very important to make sure the water is safe before you go swimming in that ocean. Swimming in polluted water can make you very ill, like I just said. Bacteria, viruses, parasites have been found in Florida beach water all over. And people with weakened immune systems already are at a high risk, very high risk, of just going in the water for not even 5 minutes and coming out, and a day later they can be in the hospital for being so ill and they didn't even know it. Some ways that you can try to prevent going in polluted water is, beach safety. Observe any beach closures, advisory or safety hazard signs. You can also ask the lifeguards. They should know what the pollution is in the water, and if it's like, a good day to go swimming. The water changes all the time. If it rains, it is not a good idea to go in the ocean that day or the next day or the day after. During my research, it said you should wait a couple of days. I mean, if it sprinkles, it's okay, but if it's like a storm out and it's raining hard, you need to wait to go into the ocean for a few days, because when it rains, that causes the most polluted water. And I did not know that. And I used to always go swimming after a big storm, or even when it was raining. When I was a little kid, I would still be in the ocean swimming because I never wanted to get out, and I did not know that I was actually harming my health, and that is just scary to me. Yeah, so for your beach safety, look at any hazardous signs. You can ask the lifeguard. They should have on a little board like how the water is today and the weather, and avoid swimming in the ocean after a heavy rainfall. My biggest thing to help make polluted beaches cleaner is participate in beach cleanups. During high school, I was actually in the like environment club, and we would meet up every Saturday morning for 2 hours, and we would go clean up the beach. And 2 hours out of my time, I felt great after. That's my home, and even if you aren't a big beach person, you're still saving animals' lives. You're saving humans' lives, and just by cleaning up some trash, just get a trash bag and pick up the paper plates, pick up the plastic bags, pick up the forks, knives, cigarettes, cans of soda or beer or whatever you find. Another thing is actually you can help from home. Capturing stormwater before it carries pollution to the shores is a big thing, which I did not know. Rain gardens, green roofs, those really help because when the stormwater, when the rain comes, the rainwater gets filtered back into the ground if you have a rain garden or a green roof, which I did not know, and I think that is very cool. Even if you don't want to go through all of that trouble of like making a garden or something, just have like a big bin or big trash can, or I know when it rains, it can rain here in Florida, but anything to try to help capture some of the rainwater so it doesn't go into our sewage and then dumps into the ocean would help. And like I said, beach cleanups you can find anywhere. They're just so easy to join. Just go to the beach, clean it for even 45 minutes, whatever you have out of your time would be great. You are saving, there's so many videos and pictures that I constantly am seeing of like turtles having straws stuck in their nose or wrapped up in plasticware, and it's horrible to see. And I personally, I don't have kids yet, but if I did, after reading all of this, I would be so scared for them to go into the ocean because I did not know that it is so easy to be polluted. And so my biggest thing that I know would work is just participate in beach cleanups. Make it aware of, after you see a big group of people leave the beach, if you're just laying out one day and a big family comes and they leave the beach before you, but you see their trash left behind, just go pick it up and throw it away for them. They're being inconsiderate and they obviously don't care about the ocean and everyone else's lives. But you know what? If you do, just go pick up the trash. Easy as that. That's so simple how to keep our beaches clean and just be more safe. Polluted oceans can develop in areas near pollution sources after heavy rainfall, when a sewage treatment plant malfunctions, and people trashing the beach with garbage. If everyone took an hour out of their day every so often to help clean up the beach, we could make a huge difference in our polluted beaches. We would be safer, and we would be safer, and we would save animals' lives. And that, I think, is very important to me, especially because we live in Florida and the beach is all around us.